Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to tell you the answers of First PUC Economics for Reduced Syllabus 2021 for Model Question Paper 2. Part 1 and Part 2 has already been uploaded, so you can watch those videos. Here are the answers from question number 41. So let's start the video. In question number 41, you have to prepare a telemarking chart for the marks scored by 70 students in an examination by taking the class interval of 5. So we have taken the class interval of a difference of 5 and 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 35 to 30 to 35 and 35 to 40. And then accordingly you have to put the tally marks and then you have to total it to find out the frequency. This question number 41 is from part D, in which you have to answer 2 questions in about 20 sentences each. So this is the answer of question number 41, in which the total of frequency you will get 70 because there are 70 students. So you can take the screenshot of this answer. Now we will move to solution of question number 43, in which you have to find Q1, Q2 and Q3 from the data. So this is the solution of question number 43. You have to calculate Q1, Q2 and Q3 from the data of with their numbers are 15, 21, 26, 30, 40, 45, 50, 54, 60, 65, 70. First of all, you have to arrange the data in ascending order. Here we have arranged the data. First you have to write the serial number and then you have to write X, in which you have to arrange the data in the ascending order. So now you have to find first of all Q1. Then the formula of Q1 is size of n plus 1 by 2 item. You have to then write size of 11 plus 1 by 4. 11 because there are total 11 numbers of data provided. Then 12 by 4 and then size of the third item is 26. Then in this way we have found the Q1. Q1 is 26. Accordingly Q2 is 45 and Q3 is 60. These are 100% correct answers, so you don't have to worry. You just take the screenshot of these answers and write in your copy. However, you must write these answers in a good writing because good writing will fetch you more marks. Now we'll move to another question. Now this is the answer of question number 44, in which you have to explain the causes of poverty. In this part, question number 10 part, you have to answer 2 questions in about 20 sentences each. So this is the first one, question number 44. Causes of poverty are, the first one is unemployment. Poverty level increases with a rise in the number of unemployed. Because of unemployment, the number of dependents on the working population is increasing. The next one is indebtedness. Mostly poor people depend on borrowing from the richer section of the society. Hence, poor people's level of indebtedness increases and is also responsible for poverty in India. Next, the third one is inequalities of wealth and income. An unequal distribution of means of production and money is a reason behind the existence of poverty in India. Wealth and means of production are concentrated in a few hands, while majority of the people live below the poverty line. This is the third point. Next is the fourth point, lack of social welfare. Social well-being lacks because of several factors such as tradition and customs. Poor who resides in slum areas without any facility are considered as backward, and their development is low in every respect. So this is the answer of question number 44. Explain the causes of poverty. These are the 4 points in which you can write further explanations to these points. So now let's move on to another question. Next question is question number 45. The question is, what role does the government play in generating employment opportunities in India? The answer is, the government generates employment through direct and indirect efforts. The government makes direct efforts at employing people in various departments for administrative purposes. It runs various enterprises, and when they result in increased output of goods and services, they lead to further increase in employment. The various enterprises that are linked to the government enterprises might also benefit from increased output of these enterprises and thus increase their output and employment also. This way, government indirectly also generates employment. Government also organizes various microcredit programs for the employment of youth in entrepreneurial activities. The following steps have been taken by the government to increase employment opportunities. The first one is Integrated Rural Development Program. The second is Training for Self-Employment. The third one is Jawahar Rozgar Yojana. The fourth is Employment in Foreign Countries. And the fifth and the last one is Self-Employment to Educated Unemployed Youth. So this is the answer for question number 45. In part 10, you have to write only answers of 2 questions. So I've already told you the answer of 44 and this is the answer of 45. So you can take the screenshot of these answers and you can write. These are 100% correct answers and authentic answers. However, if you want to or if you wish to write another answer, you can write another answer also. Now we will move to part E, that is the last part of this model question paper 2. In this part, that is question number 11, you have to answer 2 of the following project oriented questions, in which the first one is write a note on Sensex. This is the question number 47, and the answer of 47 is Sensex is the short form of Bombay Stock Exchange sensitive index with 1978-79 as base. The value of Sensex is with reference to this period. It is the benchmark of index for the India stock market. It consists of 30 stocks represented by 13 sectors of the economy. If Sensex rises, it indicates that the market is doing well and investors expect better earnings on the investments. It indicates a growing confidence of investors in the basic health of the economy. Sensex is one of the oldest stock indexes in India. Sensex is used to observe the overall growth development of a particular industry's ups and downs of the Indian economy by the investors. So this is the answer of question number 47, project oriented questions, in which you have to solve only 2 questions. So this is the question number 47, and next I will tell you the answer of question number 49. So this is the answers of part E, the last part. So now let's move on to answer of question number 49. The question number 49 is identify the formal and informal workers in the following list. The list of 10 persons have been given, and you have to find out and identify the formal and the informal workers in the list. So the first one is petty shop owner. So then petty shop owner is informal worker. Next one is handloom weaver, informal worker. Third is SBI cashier. SBI cashier is formal worker. Then fourth one is street vendor, informal worker. Government hospital nurse, formal worker. Government primary school teacher, formal worker. Tailor, informal worker. Revenue inspector, formal worker. Police, formal worker. Agriculture laborers, informal worker. So in this way we have classified and identified formal and informal workers of all the 10 persons which have given in the question number 49. So these are the answers, and this way all the answers of model question paper 2 have been completed. Thanks for watching. Please do like this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel and click the notification bell for further notification.